Wow. Just wow. I have no words to say about this, honestly. But YouTube really. Well, not YouTube, but. Yeah, let's just say there's something I didn't expect to happen, but it's fortunately I had to say this, but I'm actually quitting. Yeah, I hate to break the news to everybody here, but I'm officially quitting Incredibox mixes. It's shocking to say, but it's true. Honestly, I don't know what to say, honestly. Besides, why the fuck? I don't know what to say about this, honestly. I actually don't know what to say about this. But yeah, just in case, I'm gonna repeat myself again once people does come here into the stream, because, like, surprised to say this, but I am officially done. I am officially done. Uh, what the heck, where is it? I swear, where the fuck is it? Where is my, what the fuck? Where'd it go? What the fuck? I'm confused. Why is it doing that? Why is it not showing my, what the hell? Okay. No, I'm not wasting my time with that. Fuck that. I really don't know what to say about this, to be honest. That is, it is really insane that I'm officially saying this. Is that, yeah, I'm officially done. It sucks, honestly, but it is what it is, honestly. I'm trying to get more people into here. Because I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I'll say in a minute though, because right now I'm still waiting. Damn it! Almost clicked the wrong button. I almost clicked the wrong button. Wow. Just wow. How stupid of me. Hopefully my friends will see this. Anyways. Um I don't know what to say about what I don't even know where to start honestly besides to anybody who's been knowing me for quite a while and some people barely know me for like a little bit. If some of you don't know, I do like Incredibox mixes. I do like Incredibox mixes since last year. And I've been doing this for quite a while because some people really liked it. They like my how I make my mixes, my music, whatever. But as for the mods, the mods itself, it's not mine. I'm going to admit that it's not mine. I wish, to be honest, one of my mods is mine, but I'm officially say this, it's not, which sucks. With that being said, that's besides the point. The point is of this stream right now is that you can tell from the title, I am officially done with making Incredibox mixes. And it really sucks to say this, but I'm gonna have to retire because, well, let's just say it's completely unfair of what I'm doing right, what I did before. Because it wasn't fair to the creators, and I feel like the creators should have earned profit for this. Even though they probably do make profit from doing Incredibox mixes and they earn profit from people playing them, but not profit when I make mixes, though. You see, what I did is, as some of you may know, I publish my mixes through streaming platforms like Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all that. And in the credits, I do give the creators of what's it called? The creators of the mods, especially the people who makes Incredibox, I give them credit for it. But what I didn't know, honestly, and I wish somebody told me this like sooner. To be honest with you, I wish somebody told me this sooner, because I started doing this last year before my birthday. I was able to post all my music through there, but I had to ask the owners of the mods if I'm allowed to. And not only that, but the people who owns Incredibox, I need to get permission from them. And here's the thing, I was not told about this at all, whatsoever. Nobody has told me about this. As a matter of fact, they didn't say nothing about this last year. Until this year. Until this year. Because this year has changed a lot for everybody, including myself. So about a few weeks ago, Incredibox has made this decision about making every Incredibox mods that is made on their app is gonna be, what's it called? Needs to be on the app officially. I know it sounds like it doesn't make any sense, but get this. Let's say if I download an Incredibox mod, right? It's from a separate app. It looks like the same Incredibox app, but it's not the real app. It's the mod. Like the creator of the mod made this mod. Now, what Incredibox wants now is they want them to put their mods into their app, like their real app, not the jailbreak one, the real app. Because apparently it's called pirating, apparently, which I know what I know what pirating is because it's basically you're ripping off a real game and you could play it for free without paying for it. So, to be honest, that wasn't a rule before until now. So, when I hear about all about that, saying that now this is illegal, now this you can't be doing that, and you have to do it from the official app. Now I'm like, okay, I shouldn't be downloading the mods from the mods people, but rather play their mods from the app, because so that way I don't get in trouble for this. So with that being said, I hope this helps what I'm trying to explain here. But other than that, as for my mixes, one of my mixes did get taken down due to copyright claims. Of course, I thought it's because one of them is officially from Incredibox, not from the mods. Okay, for example, one of my mixes called Funk Up was from, the actual Incredibox app. Version 2 called fuck, I can't even, I forgot what the name of the volume is called, but you get the point. Volume 2. Let's just call it Volume 2 for now. Now, from Volume 2, I can understand why they copyright claim it because it's not mine. And I was trying to make something like my own out of it without even asking them. So, they strike me for that. And I was like, okay, I understand. Because, it's because of, that. And there was already an official Incredibox Volume 2 mix from the official Incredibox themselves. So far, so good. So with that being said, I thought that was the end. Like, that was just one warning. Because after I got that warning, I had to decide on taking most of my mixes down, but leave the ones that's from scratch. So with that being said, I left those ones up because I thought nothing out of the ordinary would happen until today. Earlier today, I got 2 emails from the official company DistroKid that I partnered with, which not anymore because I just canceled my subscription. But anyways, I got 2 emails from them saying that one of my 2 mixes got taken down due to copyright claims from the same creator. The same creator who owns Incredibox. Now here's the thing. I thought they only reported one of my songs because it was one of their songs. Which I get it. I understand. Because it's not fair. And I'm stealing, which, my bad. I didn't mean to. I was trying to do something to make something that's clearly my own. But if that's the case, then I'm sorry. But it seems like that wasn't enough. I'm trying to load in my Gmail right now so I can show y'all the emails. Because it's taking a while because I have a slow ass computer. Which, again, I deeply apologize for. I got so much stuff running in the background at the same time, so again, it might take a minute. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and read the emails out loud just to like get you guys caught up on what it says. Let me. Okay, the first one right here. It says, "Hi, hope you are doing well. We have been notified by stores and streaming services that they had to receive a takedown following content. Artists: Chaz and NFS, Chaz O'Connor, the Chaz Box. One of the other songs was taken down was called Evolution, and it was also claimed to be copyrighted. And apparently, as far as I know, it's by the same creators. So far, so good. Now, here's what confused me. They say, they say that they will, what's it called? Copyright my music because it's theirs. I'm sorry. First of all, that's not right. Because here's the thing. Um, the song I made called Evolutions, the original mod called Pushing Life, is not by Incredibox. It was by our mod creators. Mod creators, I say. And it just happened again after one email. And I got another email saying one of my songs, the song Groups, the Chill song, got taken down. You know what's weird? It says the same thing. If you have any questions, please contact So Far So Good. And they said that my account has been banned due to multiple infringement claims against my uploads. And they asked me not to re-upload it, which I took their word for it. I did not re-upload it. So with that being said, yeah, I got 3 strikes. And you guys know what that means. 3 strikes, you're out. Because I read deep in the email where it says after I've been banned for who knows how long. It says here, note that if another takedown is received for your content, all stores and streaming servers will most likely remove your entire catalog of music and close your DistroKid account. We understand that this email is probably frustrating to you, and we have regret having to be this messenger of bad news. However, we hope email is helpful, and we thank you for using DistroKid. Please contact the claimant's decorate from if you have any further questions. They could be reached at So Far So Good. Best regards, DistroKid. Again, the first claim, I understand. Now, the first 2 claims, I don't understand. Because first of all, that's not their music. That's not their mods. That is the creators' mods, not So Far So Good themselves. That's why I don't understand. And what pisses me off is that they did not tell me anyways about all my music was gonna be gone. All of them. So, unfortunately, with that being said, I had no other choice but to close my DistroKid account, which means I can't make no more profit of making mixes, because at this point I can't get in trouble that much anymore. So with that being said, I want to say that I am deeply apologize for every creator of Incredibox mods that have created their mods and I made mixes with their mods, I am deeply apologize for all of that. I should have asked first, but it's kind of not fair how So Far So Good tells me to take their mods down or their ugh, my songs down from their mods. I honestly don't know what to say about it besides I'm completely done. So what does this mean for this channel? To be honest, I don't know. I might go back just doing Need for Speed content, but rather make sure all my music that I use is copyrighted free, which means I cannot use copyrighted music. So with that being said, I might just go back to doing that and just hoping some of the content of Need for Speed will grow. Because to be honest, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people on TikTok or on YouTube will do live streams of them playing Need for Speed Heat or Unbound, and it will get a lot of attention. Well, that's if. So with that being said, yeah, I don't know what to say about this besides I'm completely frustrated. I feel really bad about it, and honestly, I am really ashamed of myself for not saying nothing. Besides, will promise them to to the creators of mostly the creators of the Incredibox mods that I will not do that again because that was completely unprofessional and I should have asked for permission. Because again, nobody said nothing last year. Nobody. And I mean nobody. Nobody said nothing until now. So therefore, it's kind of their fault they didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing until now. Which I'm glad they said something, but at the same time, it's kind of their fault. They should have said something. They should have said something from the start when it comes to making content. So hopefully for anybody who thinks about making music content and upload to streaming platforms, please take this as a lesson. Please ask for the creator's permission if you're allowed to upload it to streaming platforms. Otherwise, you're going to end up like me, where you're going to receive an email from a company saying they're going to take down your music because the creator of the song didn't ask you to upload it because it's copyright claim. So with that being said, I might be done talking for now, but there's more into this. So I hope everybody can stick around still. There is a video I want to show you guys on YouTube. At least a few videos because it's not just me, not just in trouble but in danger, but also to the Incredibox community because of what Incredibox did. So with that being said, please stick around because I'm gonna show. Well, I'm gonna show you guys what they did because again, it's not fair. And yes, I am streaming from my PS4, so you guys can see my screen. Honestly, they just put I? No, that's not what I put. Okay. I hope everybody can stick around for this because I will mute myself because we're gonna be watching at least 2 videos or 3 maybe. I don't know. Depends how long this stream can last. Because I'm trying to make this short as possible for everybody here. To make you guys understand that I'm officially done with making mixes. I don't know what's gonna happen to this channel. I'll figure that out on my own. But at the same time, I'm mentally struggling right now because I don't know if any of you remember my video. This is the month from last year when my great-great-grandparents passed away. So I might be emotional behind microphone, whatever, but at the same time, I'll be listening to videos with you guys so you guys can see what's going on here. With that being said, I'm gonna stop stalling now. I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna play the first video from Neester here. So if you guys do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe to Neester here, Potty Man, and Adami Company. I don't know how you pronounce that, but yeah. So with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start now. So I hope y'all are listening for this.
It's not dying. It's not in a bad state. How y'all been? What's good, everybody? My name is Neester here. If you're dating me or related to me, don't watch this because I'm fucking pissed and I don't want you to see it. So last night, so far so good, made a decision that has just completely fucking baffled me. And I'm afraid that the worst has happened, and that's mainly because it's kind of a guaranteed thing now that Incredibox is just dead. Like, it's not dying, it's not in a bad state, it's just done. Essentially, this hoodie is like 3 sizes too big, so it's all baggy and shit. Yesterday, I made a post saying that I feel like Incredibox is a dying game, and that's mainly just simply due to well, there's a couple reasons actually, and we're gonna get into all of them in this little just video, but it's just like, come on, man. I made that post saying that Incredibox is in a dangerous state, and then 3 hours later, an announcement was made that just completely fucking proved me right and just shot it all right there. Before we get into what that was, if you're at all out of the loop, let me give you some backstory as to why, to me at least, this is such a huge fucking deal. So back in like the summer of 2024, so far so good, just completely fucking wiped off Incredibox off the entire face of Scratch, right? And some say that it was a misunderstanding, it was an accident, they didn't mean it, or they like took it too far just by, you know, whoopsie daisies. You cannot like dismiss that as it's still essentially murdering the entire, like, Scratch side of the community. Like, yeah, you can still, like, make mods and shit, but everyone just kind of moved over to different shit, and by doing that, it kind of slaughtered, like, at least a third, maybe even fucking half of the entire, like, mod-making scene. Like, I don't even think it's possible anymore for you to play Oranea, or for you to play, like, Polywog or Steel Factory, like, through, like, the official means. You know what I mean? So far so good, just completely fucked the Scratch users, and then, yesterday, they just fucked the mainline ones too. So far so good, decided to acknowledge the fandom, acknowledge the community, and, you know, pretty much just to, like, take them seriously, give them an actual leg to stand on by taking a lot of the popular mainline mods like X-Run, Autumn, Travis, Evadare, and putting them on official Incredibox. So if you have the actual official paid for Incredibox game, you could still also access all of these cool little mods that people have made. That's fucking heat. I wonder if it'll have any future repercussions. Yeah, it turns out that was all just a sham for a long-term plan to get more money. If you don't know what happened, last night they made an announcement, which I will admit that they have not gone back on yet, because that is a genuine chance that they could totally do that. But even then, dear God, they made it so that you are no longer, mainline mods, you are no longer allowed to give players, give fans a downloadable link to play the mod. So say, for example, if Rem made a mod and then posted a downloadable file, an exe or an APK, whatever the fuck, and if you were to then download that mod and play it, that is now a felony. And it is a form of piracy. If you could fucking believe that. So far so good had the genius idea to paywall fan-made Incredibox mods. Mods that they didn't even have a fucking hand in making, you now need to pay them in order to play it. Which just completely has just slaughtered the entire mod making scene, essentially. Because if you made mods unprofessionally, you got fucked. And if you make mods professionally, you got fucked. To the point where now, the fandom is just fucking gone. Like, it's just in shambles. It was already dying to begin with, mainly because of the sprunky plague. Let me calm down so I can actually, like, make sure that I'm talking correctly and not just having emotions fucking drill me in, dude. Oh my God, last night I was pacing back and forth. I was so fucking pissed off from this shit. Regardless of anything that has happened involving this whole, like, mod making thing, this whole piracy thing, the greedy bumblefucks over at So Far So Good who thought that just completely fucking their community would be a good idea, you know what I mean? Because I guess your pockets are more important than the people who put the money in the pockets, whatever. But what makes it so much more worse and so much more offensive essentially can pretty much point blank be blamed to just the entire concept of Sprunky, because Sprunky fucking couldn't believe how the hell it accomplished this, but it did. Pretty much just slaughtered the entire name of Incredibox, to the point where if you were to just do so much as just search the word Incredibox on YouTube, you will find practically nothing but Sprunky content farms, AI slot videos, fetish content that is aimed at kids. That is what the name of Incredibox has become. And instead of doing fucking anything really to fix this, I don't even know if they technically could, but instead of, you know, fighting back against this whole Sprunky thing, because technically they could maybe own it, because if they own fucking Travis, they probably own Sprunky to some degree. Instead, they just said, fuck it, not our problem, pay for X run. Like, it's just like, what are you fucking doing, you dumb shit? Incredibox, as the days goes on, is dying. It is getting worse and worse. Mod reviewers are uploading less frequently and getting staggering less views. Mod makers are just completely fucking quit and gone from the, like, just vanished, or they are in the midst of a hiatus, or they are going to be quitting soon. Like, it's just like, this is such a dog shit time for Incredibox. It's just fucking laughable, the state that it was in fucking 2 days ago. But now, because of this whole, you know, pay us to play our game type shit where we didn't even make the fucking thing, now it's just dead. Like, it's just gone. I cannot imagine in one scenario how Incredibox is dying. It's just fucking dead. The mainline mod creators have now gotten majorly screwed over. Scratch creators were already screwed over, and it doesn't even matter because you can't even look at Incredibox without seeing this shit. This is the fucking state that Incredibox is in, regardless of all the stupid fucking greedy bullshit that So Far So Good is doing. Their fucking name in general is the stupidest damn thing ever. So far, so good. Did you know that if you go onto YouTube and you search up Incredibox, before you find me, you find a video of a pink rabbit shitting the bed? The idea of a new Incredibox fan is like a diamond in the rough. I don't understand how the fuck this game and franchise and I guess brand can ever get a new fan ever again. I truly don't believe how that's even possible. Because not only do they have to make it through the insane miracle of scorching through all of the Sprunky slop that they find just to get to whatever the hell an Evidare is, they then have to pay for it to fucking play it. What? It is literally impossible to play Travis unless you have a debit card. God forbid you're like 9 and you want to check out X-Run. Nah, man, you can't do that. It costs money and you're fucking 7. So why the hell, how could you even be expected to even possibly do that? Just do what's free instead. And you know what makes it so much worse is the fact that they're doing all this greedy shit, right? Trying to profit off of other people's work. But it's like, this could just all fucking be avoided. And you want to know how it can be avoided? If they just made another fucking Incredibox version, you can kind of dodge all this shit to begin with. I saw a comment the other day that just said something along the lines of, like, they're a business. This is kind of like, you know, it's a business. What do you expect? They're doing what would make them money. You know what would make them money? Doing their fucking game. Didn't Wee Kitty come out like 2 years ago? Pushing like 3 fucking years ago, it feels like. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you putting a paywall on Evadare instead of just continuing your fucking game? And once you just have like all of these separate things, all of these different angles of just like kind of just, you know, hugely bad shit happening with Incredibox, it's dead. There's no fucking scenario that Incredibox really is ever going to get better. I truly do not have any hope that Incredibox is going to recover. Because regardless if, you know, if So Far So Good takes this whole APK exe file thing back and even like say like lays off a scratch, even if So Far So Good acts like humans and just says, all right, have fun, it doesn't mean anything because Sprunky has just plagued the fucking thing so fucking far up its ass to the point where it's just gone regardless. The Incredibox name has become a joke. It has become laughable. You do not associate it anymore with a bunch of 7 guys with fun beats and snares, you know, making a cool beat out of it, you know what I mean? Those days are over. Now it's, let's have these cute and cuddly looking characters shaking their ass at videos directed towards children by fucksuckles like this who are kind of guaranteed hell. Do you remember like a while back, like a few months ago, when like everybody was boycotting Disney Plus and then that weekend they raised their prices? And it's just like, it's now the time for that. That is 1-for-1 what just happened with Incredibox. And I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't. It's dead. The game is fucking dead. Rem literally said that she was gonna go on a fucking hiatus or quitting. I don't remember the exact wording. Not even a week ago. And then this shit happens. What the fuck? It's like the concept of there being a new Incredibox fan is such an unbelievable fucking like miracle scenario anymore that you'd be stupid to bet on it. It's like betting on green on a roulette wheel. It's like, why are you doing this? It's just so depressing when you just have this community, this once was passionate community of just a shitload of talented people, talented music makers, artists, to just see the game go so far downwards to the point where it's not even on the chart anymore. It's not doing bad. It's not doing anything. There's 4 inches of snow on Sunday. Sprunky has destroyed the Incredibox name. There is no dodging that, and I'm not going to blame Yanko either because he obviously didn't fucking know that this kind of bullshit would happen. But Incredibox was on life support. And then while it was on life support, So Far So Good had the genius idea to just kill it. Just put it out of its misery for a couple extra dollars that they're probably not even gonna fucking get. And it just kind of makes you give up, you know? Like, it just makes you who cares anymore, you know what I mean? Every single person watching this video, I truly do believe is like the last of the Incredibox fans, because I truly do not see a scenario where you're just gonna have Joe Schmo just discover Incredibox on his own time and he loves it and he thinks it's great and Evadare is his favorite one. That's not gonna happen. It's just not. You can't even search the fucking thing up without finding AI slop and diaper video. Like, it's a joke. It truly is a fucking joke. It's to the point where I'm kind of on and off if I even want to make Incredibox content anymore, because it just gets to a point where it's just like, what the fuck am I expected here? The creators themselves obviously don't give a rat's fucking dick about it, and no one's even gonna discover the damn thing because they're too busy shoveled sprunky stuff. It's like, this shit is my job. You know what I mean? This is my income. I rely on Incredibox mods. I rely on So Far So Good to make a fucking income. And when they're making this many bumblefuck decisions all back to back, while it's already in a borderline unsavable state, it's just like, I can't blame anybody for fucking just moving on and just giving up and leaving. I can't do that. I'm not going to stop making Incredibox content, mainly for the simple reason that, hey lads, if we're in the downfall, if we're in the end game, you know what I mean? I'll be here as long as it stands. And I don't even think it's standing. It's not even kneeling. It's fully just laying down. It's to the point where I honest to God don't think Incredibox will even be a fucking thing in like 2 years. No one's gonna care. Andy Barclay's ancient history. Nobody remembers him. No one cares. It is literally going to be Incredibox soon, and the people fucking causing it is the creators. YouTubers' views have dropped. Mod makers have given up and moved on. What else is left? Oh, make them pay for it now. I don't know. This video was just kind of me just rambling. I guess I probably said the same points over and over and over, but I just can't be fucked to care. Incredibox is one.
I've already recorded this video, but my OBS didn't start, so now I'm gonna have to do all of this again, which is just top of the cake. I'm going to jump in front of a train. The game is gone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for this incredible journey. Where do we go from here? Who knows? But it's over, guys. It's over. It's over. It's so fucking over. In the Incredibox community, it has been in a decline for a long time now, I can say. Views have been like shitting themselves. People has fallen off. People have stopped making videos. The decline that was going kind of like this, which we're gonna talk about in a bit, has now flatlined. Heart rate monitor, we're dead. I can't go into every detail here because I don't know all the details. You go check Neester's video if you wanna, you know, he explained this very well. Go watch Orton's video, they cover like the updates and stuff. Basically, Incredibox team, so far so good, so far so fuck off. They basically made it impossible now, or they made it illegal to share mods online using like Mediafire, those kind of files. The way that we used to download mods, the way that we are used to doing it, the way that everyone can do it. No, you can't do it anymore. The only way you can upload mods now is through the game, through their mod file in the game, which they introduced some time ago. Like, oh yes, we can now have mods in the game. That's really cool. Except that now that's the only way that we can have mods in the game. And you know what the game costs? Money. So the only way to play mods now is to buy the game and wait for them to accept mods to be put in the tier list, in which they have nothing to do with. They have not made these mods. Like Ram goes and makes mods. Boom, doesn't get paid shit. Boom is now in the game. Now people can play it. Imagine 80% of the mods that aren't up to standards that doesn't get put in the game. It's just a waste of time, waste of talent, waste of project. We're never gonna see them. And you still have to pay for like maybe having to see them. It's a shit show. At least make the game free now, because you're using people's content. Basically, you are just stealing now. This is more piracy than what the fuck piracy you're talking about. People are exposing your game to like people. Now you're just taking people. If you're telling me they're basically not stealing people's mods now for their own money, I don't know if that's not like piracy or what the fuck it's called. I think it's a double standard. And you wanna suck on it, I can suck on you. Yeah, that's I can't go into all the details, but if we just take a look at what's going on. At the time now, we had mods blooming on Scratch. Like Neester, his entire channel blew up because of Scratch. Because of these funny, goofy Scratch projects, which wasn't like the real Incredibox, but still they were like Incredibox, but yeah, whatever. That made this game really popular. It got more audience in, it was like more fun. People noticed the video game as well, so it was like the mainline mods has working. Shit, stuff happened. Scratch, whoa, stuff happened. A lot of stuff happened on Scratch. It was kind of cool to see. Then all of a sudden, so far so good, it's like, yeah, no, this is not Incredibox. We can't have this. Delete every mod from every Scratch site. It was some kind of misunderstanding as well that not all mods were supposed to be deleted, but all mods got deleted. Harm is still done. So far, harm good. So right there and there, you couldn't play all of these classic mods like Polywog and fucking Oreneo. Everything got removed. Everything is gone. And now it's only the main Incredibox game left. Like you have some mods that still pop up here and there, but it's not the like Scratch surge that it once was. They kill off all Scratch and all like smaller project stuff going on. It was like, no, if you don't know how to program and shit for like 5 years of experience, you can't upload a mod anymore because Scratch, fuck you. Yeah, so it's then all of a sudden Sprunky came out, and what happened? Sprunky took over. Sprunky turned into such a mess that like if you search, Nisa talked about this as well. If you search about Incredibox on YouTube, it's basically just Sprunky porn that comes up and shit. It's just a disgrace. So all the attention from Incredibox got like diversed into Sprunky, boom, and then Incredibox got left into pieces. And now since Scratch is down, we have no other mods that can like bring up the Scratch Incredibox again. It's just like fluttering away, like la, 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 la. All the creators of Incredibox and all people making mods, they get less and less attention, less and less views, less engagement, because Sprunky is like now the new thing. Now that's Incredibox. It's not. It's really just a mod of Incredibox that becomes like Incredibox. It's a shit show. Anyways, that's why all of our views and everything, it's just kind of plummeted. It's a shit show, basically. The prime days of Incredibox is over. In combination with that, the developers of the game Incredibox, so far so they make no updates. Wicked, it was like 15 years ago. Like they make no updates music-wise to the game. The only thing that they do is adding a mod file and be like, yeah, look at this. You can now put your mods in here. Oh, that's cool. Now mods can get more like attention. Whoa, but wait. Then they come with this new update. No, you can't upload mods online. Only through our game. Aha, so now you're not even gonna be able to add mods. Now, so now, how are we gonna make mods now? Because the only way to do it is through their game. Which means like 70% of the mods is probably gonna be too bad for the game to even like acknowledge. And on top of that, you have to pay for it. Aha, so Rem goes and make a banger mod. And now you're gonna have to go into the game, buy the game, give so far so good money to play a mod that they have nothing to do with. Basically because I don't know why the fuck they do it. They just want more money because the only way to get people to play the mods are through buying their game. Less people are going to be able to play the mods. Less people are going to be able to make mods. Less people are going to be able to review mods. So for school going to make more money, but they're not going to use that to turn into anything good because they don't make any more musical updates of the game. So it's just a shit show. Where do we go from here? I don't know. The game was dying since Sprunky. The developers came in to save the day. No, you can't make mods now. I don't know all the details. I might be speaking out of my ass, but that's just like the common sense that I feel like is going to happen. Be right back. So where do we go from here? Yeah, I uploaded one Skate 4 video on my second channel, 150 views. Yeah, I saw I'm soon at the top, guys. It's really popping up. What kind of videos can we make now that isn't only gonna be Incredibox? Yeah, what can I do now? Lean into what your audience actually loved about Incredibox. The fun and chill vibe. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna keep that energy alive, even if the game itself is gone. Well, I guess that music is. Let's try that. You guys love fun colors and like great beats, but I can't do that because I have a guitar. So I'm gonna play. What should I play? Yeah, you love music, man. So surely, if you love Incredibox, you're surely gonna love this as well. That's how YouTube works. Yeah. Today was gonna be the day that we're gonna throw it back to you. Beautiful. By now you should have somehow realized what you got to do. Yeah. I don't believe in anybody who feels the way I do about you now. Alltså, it's just really not, what the fuck that. We don't need Incredibox for fun and chill vibes. Let's just play covers on the guitar instead. That's so fun. Explore other music creation games. Like, I can't even make a beat from this. But this guy was really nice. Just, whoa, 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 oh. So this is the new Incredibox game, guys. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey. This is kind of nice. Revamp all these changes. Are you gonna retract them? Remove everything? Because now, this is how I'm feeling.
That you can add. Hi everyone, Artemis here, and today we're gonna be discussing the new Incredibox newsletter that we just got, and it involves the new features that we got in Incredimods, including the Incredimods moving to mod.io, and also the new trailer that devs have released, showcasing a lot of mods and stuff. I already read this newsletter, and there's one point in this newsletter, again, sorry for repeating myself, that I'm very concerned about. So yeah, let's read it. A new era for Incredibox. Mod.io, new app features and best practices. I'm actually happy that the Incredibox team already got back to making newsletters because I kind of missed them. But yeah, hey modders! Big news, the Incredibox modding adventure has just taken a major step forward. Over the past months we have been working hard to make modding easier, more flexible and more rewarding for everyone. Today we're thrilled to share what's new, what's changing and how we can all keep building this amazing community together. To celebrate, we have released a trailer on YouTube. As a surprise, there's a brand new soundtrack available for download in MP3 format, perfect for making a great mod, right? So yeah, like the Incredible Paul made like a little like mix, not mix, like a little song, a background song for the trailer, and he actually released like the sound separately, so people would be like, you know, actually making their mods using these sounds, or maybe like expanding on it, like kinda how a lot of people wanted to do a similar thing with the official Incredibox trailer, but this time now we can do it ourselves. The song was fine, like I think it fits perfectly with the vibes that it has in the Incredibox, but yeah, even though if a lot of people are gonna do this whole Incredibox thing with this song, and I think it's gonna be that special. But yeah, I already watched the trailer and I think it looked pretty solid. Okay, a new home for modding, Incredibox x mod.io. All Incredibox now have a dedicated home on mod.io. This platform lets you upload, showcase and share your mods legally and safely, while giving players the easiest way to enjoy them. Instant visibility and engagement. Once you upload a mod, check the source checkbox and it goes live immediately. You can add trailers, screenshots, detailed descriptions, access stats and interact with your audience through comments. So yeah, that's one of the more cooler things that I like about mod.io that previous like Incredibox iteration was a bit iffy, is that when you submit your mod you still had to wait for the Incredibox devs to like check if all is good, because you know they need to check if it's compatible or not and if it will fit the Incredibox themselves. Now you can just upload it on your own, and even if it's not gonna be like, you know, fit the Incredibox themselves, like, you know, they have copyright, it's still gonna be on mod.io. And overall I think mod.io is a good place to like host all these mods, so like, you know, you have the whole library of mods to check out and not just like go through like YouTube links and stuff. And yeah, I think this one is a pretty cool change. Validation for in-app presence. Mods that meet our technical requirements and follow our guidelines can appear directly in the app, ensuring cross-platform compatibility for iOS, Android, PC and Mac users. Hundreds of thousands users will access it in one click. So yeah, like, you know, as I said, if the mod is like very good and it fits with the Incredibox guidelines, it's gonna be in the app itself. So the people that were not able to like play mods previously, like, you know, the iOS users, and will be able to play them. Featured mods. The featured tab in the app highlights the most polished, creative and high quality mods. Even if your mod isn't featured, it can still appear in other tabs once validated. So yeah, no, featured mods is just a little cool thing that, you know, Incredibox devs did to like showcase some like very special mods. Although with some ones I have a bit of a question, but whatever. Cross-platform accessibility. If a mod doesn't appear in the app for any reason, copyright, content, etc., users can still download it from your official mod.io profile link and import it directly into the app. So don't hesitate to share your mod.io profile on your social media. So yeah, like for example, mods like Spongu or the Grim Reaper, which, you know, my mods, they are not able to be like hosted on Incredibox, but you can go to mod.io and download the separate zip file and then import these mods in the game itself, and it's gonna be compatible. There are still like, you know, links to like separate versions of the mods, which I'm actually gonna talk about it pretty soon. But yeah, next one is more freedom in app. We also rolled out new features within the app and modbox that give you even more flexibility. Sprite customization, adjust character sprite size or rotate them upside down. So yeah, now you can actually have like wider and taller characters. I don't know about like taller, but yeah, you can have wider and taller characters in the mod, and it is pretty good. And also like have follow upside down, which looks a bit weird, but still, it's a nice feature, and I think it allows a bit more flexibility. Flexible sound setup. Mods no longer need exactly 20 sounds. Experiment with fewer for creative variations. I don't know if you can actually have 20 and more, because, you know, a lot of people would really want to have like more than 20 sounds, for example 24. But yeah, I still need to like test this thing out. Stage foreground image. Display a transparent PNG in front of the pose to customize the stage. So yeah, if you have seen my post on YouTube, you have noticed that, you know, Incredibox devs made some assets to a showcase that you can add like, you know, different assets like at the top and the bottom. And It looks pretty nice, and I honestly want them to implement it in the original game. Mod series. Organize related mods into a collection on mod.io, just like the Ebeder series. Once created, we can add it directly to the app, so you can also make your mod series and stuff. And this is just the beginning. We're continuously expanding the possibilities inspired by your suggestions. Keep sending us your feedback and ideas. We want to help you make your mods more flexible and expressive while keeping them fully compatible with the official app. Well, the next topic, I think it's gonna be... devs really need to take our feedback on that one. Alright, let's keep it official. We want to thank each of you who has been part of this modding journey from the start. You turned a fun experiment into a real creative movement, which is why we created Incredibox in 2009, and why we're still investing so much energy into giving you the best tools and visibility possible. We know APKs or other files have been a common way to share mods in the past, but you may also know that distributing a copyrighted game APK is illegal. This practice does not comply with our general terms of use, contribute to piracy and create confusion for players and risks by downloading unofficial files. It has been tolerated until now because we didn't want to cut the positive and creative energy we had around Incredibox, and this is why we worked so hard to find a legal way to let you continue building your mods. From now on, sharing APK, IPA, PC, Mac, etc. versions of the app both inside and outside mod.io is not tolerated anymore. Thanks to mod.io and the updates we made, modders and players have now an official and cross-platform way to create, download, and import mods. There are therefore no longer any valid reasons for using another distribution channel, so start guiding your audience to your profile page and spread your zip files. Hosting your mods official on mod.io ensures your work to remain fully under your control, highlighted and recognized officially. A larger audience can discover your work and players can download safely while staying fully engaged with the official app. This approach keeps a clear communication, maintains fair play, and preserves the integrity of the Incredibox experience for everyone. We're fully committed to giving you the best tools, the safest environment, and the most flexibility for your mods, because we have been incredibly proud of the talent and dedication you put into Incredibox. Seeing your work flourish motivates us to bring modding to the next level, and we are ready to focus on this direction. Thank you by advance for respecting the rules while building together a strong and sustainable community around our shared passion, the Incredibox team. Yeah, I will be honest. I'm not a really big fan of this change because kind of weird because previously when the mod.io thing was starting, Incredibox team were fine with like us sharing the links to like Mediafire to share like the separate versions to us. But I guess with them like adding like a lot of these like new features, they decided to cut this thing off, which I'm not a really big fan of this, honestly. First of all, there are still a lot of like stuff that Ram's modern build is a lot more flexible with than the official Incredibox app. A lot of people want to customize their mods to feel much more unique, to have their own UI, like different type of icons and etc. And I still think that the Ram's modern build allows a bit more flexibility with the characters. Like for example, you can have like multiple animations inside of them, like have a head animation and body animation, or like other effects animation, etc., which official Incredibox doesn't have. And them just cutting this thing off is very bad, and I don't really like this at all. And I hope Incredibox team will actually listen to us this time. They have been very supportive with us, and I don't really like this change at all. Like, I'm negative about this, about them just cutting off the APK and .files stuff. And I'm mostly talking about the Ramos modern build, not like the other actual pirated stuff. The Ramos modern build I think is a really good thing, and it allows us for more variations. And talking about it, if RAM is actually working on a mod launcher thing, which will allow you to actually put your own mods in it and not download a lot of APK or exe files to actually host them. And it will make you to not download a lot of .exe files or APKs just to play the mods. All you need to do is just download one app and just download a lot of zip files that contain assets to it without the exe file. And it allows for a lot more space, because the exe files are actually very large, and a lot more space to actually create it, because even with that mod launcher you still have a lot of features that Ram's modern build has. And yeah, essentially Incredibox team is trying to do a similar thing, but I will be honest, the mod launcher thing that RAM is making is a lot more flexible and a lot more cool. For example, when you have this tab of mods, you can actually add your own animations when you click on it, and it is real cool. And I hope maybe devs were gonna collaborate with them on actually implementing this mod launcher thing, because the reason why RAM is actually making this is because in 2026, like somewhere at that time, the Android is not gonna like support like unofficial APK files, and it's gonna be pretty hard for people to kind of download them. I hope it's not gonna be that big of a deal, and people will still find a way to like still use them. In some ways, I understand what developers are trying to do, but for the most part, I don't really like this change. Especially, a lot of people are not really big fan how like the modders don't really get anything in response after like Incredibox just hosting their mods. Like they don't get any compensation for it, even though it kind of doesn't really make sense, because modding has always been a volunteer's job. But still, like Incredibox kind of feels like they're just trying to gatekeep the modding by just putting them on the paywall, because you won't be able to play mods if you don't have an app. I don't really like this change, like at all. I have said it countless of times, but I just want to them remember that no, it's not a good thing, especially when Ram kind of made a post about how she doesn't feel really satisfied with like whole modding thing, and after like Evader 2 she might not make mods anymore, which is kind of a shame that the modding, Incredibox modding, is just kind of going down. But overall, that's it. That are the Incredibox newsletter that we have, and I hope that Incredibox team is actually gonna listen to us, and we'll try to like make some ways to still allow like the outside apps like from Ram's modding build, like maybe implement some stuff from the Ram's modding